A star died here about 10,000 years ago, and this is what it left behind. Does that shape look like something to you? What you're looking at is called the Mermaid Nebula, also known as the Betta Fish Nebula. It's part of a supernova remnant catalogued as G296 on 5 plus 10.0. A massive star, much bigger than our Sun, ran out of fuel, collapsed, and then exploded. The blast sent gas and energy tearing outward in every direction. That was roughly 10,000 years ago, a few thousand light years away, and the shell of that explosion is still expanding right now, today, just very, very slowly from where we're standing. Look at the colors here. The deep red spreading across the background, that's hydrogen, the most common element in the universe, glowing as the shockwave energizes it. But the bright cyan-blue filaments making that swooping mermaid shape, those are coming from oxygen, specifically doubly ionized oxygen, meaning each atom has lost 2 electrons from the force of the blast. Astronomers call it OIII. It takes an enormous amount of energy to strip electrons off oxygen like that. The explosion delivered exactly that. Now look down here near the bottom of that glowing structure. See that tiny hot orange-pink point right at the tip? That's where it gets strange. When the star exploded, it didn't just disappear. The core collapsed into a neutron star, an object about the size of a city, but heavier than the Sun. This one spins roughly twice every second. It's called a pulsar. You can only detect it in X-rays. It does not show up in visible light. So that orange point isn't actually the pulsar. The pulsar itself is invisible here. You're looking at the wound, not the thing that made it. And that big bright blue-white star just above center in the frame, it has nothing to do with any of this. It just happens to sit along the same line of sight. A coincidence. Space is full of those. Objects that look connected from here, but are actually nowhere near each other. A star exploded, and 10,000 years later, the gas is still moving, still glowing, still holding the shape of that moment. The pulsar at the center is spinning 120 times a minute, and we can't even see it. There's something about that. All this visible beauty, and the thing that made it is hidden. We'll be back tomorrow with whatever the selector finds next. Subscribe so you don't have to remember to check.